Painscreek Killings. And I'll have this on standby if I need it. This whole setup I've got here is a little crowded, so we'll see. How this works. Also, I'll just unplug it for a second. I forgot. My Xbox controller. Which is a little dusty. Generally, I prefer using the controller, and I think it'll be hopefully especially good for this one because I don't have enough room on my desk for my keyboard, mouse, and notebook microphone lamp. So, let's get started. I've been very excited for this, and I hope that it turns out well. So we'll go new game. This game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observations and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and or taking advantage of the in-game camera. Notes.
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Also, don't mind my rating. It's kind of poor. So, Hartford Times. Response: who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. Last week, we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off. We would like to revisit this story and attempt to find out the following. Maybe we should write this down. question mark on that one too. 3. What was the murder weapon? Question mark. Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Don't forget to bring the camera. Well, let's make note of that too. We need front page photograph. And we need our camera. I'm a little disappointed in this book. I did just buy it at a dollar store, but it was hard to find one that looked good. And I thought this one looked good, but the pages are a little awkward. So maybe while it gets worn in, it'll be better, but right now it's bugging me. Oops. Okay. So that was from Richard Harris, the editor-in-chief. Right stick moves around, left walks. Aha. So before we go, I'm noticing that the camera sensitivity is a little crazy. So let's move that down. Try that. That's a bit better. Alright. So I already ran into a bit of a problem. I had to restart because when you use the car, that's how you end the game. And I accidentally pressed the yes, I want to leave instead of the no, I don't. Anyway, there we are, Painscreek. Population 0. Welcome to Painscreek. Everybody left. So we've got something on the window. Cemetery gate padlock. Alright. We can take pictures too. How about I take a picture, but I also write down that note. So, the cemetery padlock. Cemetery padlock. 1131. That's good. Why? Useful capturing anything important to your investigation. Oh, cool. Lots of. Oh, so this is me. I'm Janet Kelly. How do I? Okay. Brand new 2.1 megapixel digital camera provided by the company. And then we've got our little note here. And in case you missed it, this game takes place in 1999. And looks like I've been with the company for about 5 years. since 1994, and this will expire in 2001. So, let's go inside and investigate. Turn on the lights. I want to interact with everything. Okay, so we've got... I bet we can get a key. It's locked, yes. Some of the light switches don't work. Find another way to see it in the dark. Right when I was gonna say, this toilet reminds me of Silent Hill. Silent Hill 4. We've got to find a flashlight, which is of course very Silent Hill as well. Okay. Crouch. Oh, there's the key. We got a little key. And I'm assuming this is kind of the tutorial section of the game. So, let's read. Work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreek County over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grand County starting May 14th, 1998. Please report to our office before May 12th, 1998. And then we can get our journal. There's that. Okay. Open. Oh, this is all locked. Search for the key, hole, or lock. Right here. Okay. I bet there's a clue.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Answering machines in general remind me of Sonic Youth's song, Providence. Let's look at this. Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Our first suspect. Witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene late night. The police apprehended Scott. Yesterday afternoon, he was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. According to a witness, who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did not. Scott said he did meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. And that's continued on page 4. Man. Oops. Need to get used to the controls. Use. an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 near the woods north of the mansion. Two hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Tricia, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder. I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't Scott. Ooh, let's read. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Tricia. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother, and with her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. I feel sorry for the whole family. Ooh, I didn't notice that. I just kind of read over it. So Tricia was dating Scott, and Tricia is the daughter of Charles and Vivian. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years, ever since the deaths occurred. It seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. Did you see that? It says that ever since the deaths occurred, which explains this title, the Painscreek Killings, because there were more than one. It wasn't just Vivian. December 2nd, 1995. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers, nor any citizen of Painscreek, reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. February 1996, February 20th. Painscreek Community Hospital has officially closed. story of Tony, or Tony. Doesn't seem like I can do anything with that. Maybe that solves a puzzle. I don't know. I don't know if there are puzzles. Oh, a map. See, so you get the flashlight and you get the map. We definitely want this. Can I take it? I can't. And then, is it gonna show where I visited? I wonder. This looks like this is gonna be fun because we get to explore this town and try to figure out who the killer is. One thing I want to stress is that if you've played this game before, please don't give any spoilers. I think that chipping in and being like, I was kind of spitballing this idea is good, but let's try to solve it without cheating, okay? I'd appreciate that. Moon Cafe. Come check our selection of exquisite recipes to taste. Our lattes are known as the best in the country. In the county, not the country. Come and have a chat with our friendly baristas. Lunch and dinner only $9.99. Special offer in partnership with Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites. If you show our baristas your receipt or room tag, you'll receive a free cup of our signature moon latte. Yes, please. I don't know if I like lattes, but I'll take a cup of coffee, a hot cup of coffee. And then we've got missing Joshua Taylor. He went missing in 1989. He was 13. And he was last seen on the playground. I wonder if we can call this number. I'm gonna write that down. Because maybe there's a phone. And maybe we can call it. And on a voice machine there might be some clues or something. Either way, it's always good to call numbers in video games. So, we've got the sheriff's phone is 1-700-498-9870. I've actually been last night and 1 a.m. this morning. That's good info. So, I don't think I want to write on the double-sided, so we'll go right here. So, first of all, let's go with Roberts. Oops, I can't spell. Roberts home address. Please ignore any spelling mistakes or messy scribble. But I don't think there's an extra D. Oh well. Their address is 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. Painscreek, of course. That's where we are. And then the death occurred between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. That's good info. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were being placed at the gates in front of her home when she was found, where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. So, she's the third death. I wonder. It says in a year, and the death I think was 95. This kid went missing in 89, so possibly related, possibly not. Looking at the painting, so what else we got here? Snooping. They should make more, detective games where you're snooping. Or Snoopy games. Ooh. So we've got... I like Snoopy. So... that's actually really good. Because it's like there's nothing in here, but it informed me that I need a flashlight. So... whoops. We're gonna use this. No. This one. Right here. We're gonna use this. I guess not. I guess that's not for that. But that's fine. Is there something in here? Alright, we looked in here. Let's exit the building. Also good to know that we can autosave when we leave the building and when we enter the building. So we've got Black Pines Road. Interesting. Let's... oh no, closed for good. That's a winning shot. Who is it? I know there's Peter Parker. river as well, but I could be completely wrong on that. Ooh, look at this. This is so fun. I wonder if there's a day-night cycle in this. I kind of doubt it. But can you imagine? Wait. Sprint, but then this is sprint. Okay. Oh yeah, so that was the tutorial. I don't know if you saw it in the corner of the screen. I got an achievement. Anyway, I got distracted. So, as I was saying, can you imagine if there was like a day-night cycle in this game? I don't know if there is, but I like the thought of that. Kind of like getting kind of spooky here. Oh man, it's all boarded up. It's all boarded up. This one isn't. This one's kind of rustling. Where are we? So the sheriff outpost. Is this the courtyard inn? Could be. Let's go in here. That's locked. So we gotta go in here. It's locked. Gonna be a lot of keys that we need finding, but that's okay. We're here to take our time. What's this? So that's... I want to check the mailboxes. It's kind of... I wonder if they put those down when they're out of service as well as when they're full. Or no. I think they pull it up when they're full. That's locked. Sheesh, it's all locked. What's this? Disclaimer notice, children's play area. Children must be supervised by a responsible adult. The management cannot be held responsible for any injury incurred whilst using the facilities. This is where that kid went missing, isn't it? Interesting. Is it possible that if the two cases aren't related, that I can solve both? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I kind of think that it would be fun to make games. Mystery games. What's this? It's a cabin. This is my main suspect now. They've got a well. They have the motive. They have the what's it called? Ooh. To-do list. Get more firewood. Give Trisha my spare cabin key. Fix Mrs. Patterson's sink. Visit Andrew at the hospital. Check hospital for missing tools. Interesting, interesting. See? It's all lining up. It was the cabin person. The murderer, as they say. The company that made this game is coming out with another game. Sometime this year. That's apparently going to be even more hardcore for investigation. Which is exciting and daunting. Okay, so we know that no alcohol, no drugs, no smoking, no weapons. Alright. But yeah, so we know that Trisha has was given the key by this guy. So I'm kind of assuming that's gonna be at the Roberts home address. If we go there, 1 Maple Drive. Oh, 1. And we've got 4. Kind of fancy pants. Fancy pants. And this scared me. I thought this was a person. But it's not. On, off. No. Give me power. Okay. So we've got, some crates and stuff. 9. 9. Is it gonna be like Pebble, where Blackpine, where I get like a key and that leads to another key and stuff. Turn off the light. I want to go in, please. It's locked. It's all locked. Wow, look at how cozy this is. And now, this town is full of ghosts. I used to grab coffee here. It was one of my favorite places. What I need is a crowbar so that I can just smash these doors open. But yeah, I kinda... Oh, that we need it. Whose is this, I wonder? This guy. And then go in the trunk, there's a weapon. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So where do we need to go? Maple Drive. Oh, Mayor's Mansion. I guess so. Maybe he's just the ex-mayor because the town doesn't need a mayor. But I want to go there first. There for the mayor. And then we might start finding some keys to stuff. So, go in this direction. Walnut Ave. Where's that? Aha, that's where we want to go. But we need to go to the next street. It's right up here. Photography. I don't know, I grew up in a small town and I don't think we had like a photography store. That would have been cool. Lots of thrift stores now. There weren't when I was growing up, but it was mainly just kind of like you've got the place for coffee and you've got the video rental store, which lasted a long, long time. I think it outlasted Blockbuster, and then they sold off all their stuff, and it's kind of a revolving door of coffee shops and stuff there now. Alright, so we're gonna end things there. I actually recorded part 2 of this video as well. Like the next section here, it was going to be coming up to like an hour and a half or 2 hours, which I thought was maybe a bit much. So we're gonna end it there. Let me know what you thought of this kind of hybrid video. I hope you enjoyed it. I do think that I'm gonna need to set up the audio a bit better. It's kind of a bit tricky recording so many things at the same time. But hopefully it was enjoyable anyway. So let me know what you thought, and let me know what you thought of the game as well. have a good night or a good day, whatever it may be.